All right, guys, I'm back now. So right now I got both of the cars out of the garage. I was gonna wash them, but we're getting some clouds here. I mean, it's nice, some nice cool weather, but it's sprinkling out, so I don't want to waste my time cleaning it. So yeah, we got red here all decked out. Outside here letting it breathe. Been in the garage for a week. Haven't really driven it much. Like I said, this is my 05 GT, Paxton supercharged, cammed. Got some long tube headers, Catedex. We got a 3.25 pulley on this Paxton 1200 SL, so it's a smaller bore, but it spools up pretty good. Kind of wish I did choose a TVS twin screw blower though, because I drive mostly around town, so I never really get into this. But when I do, I mean, it's pretty quick. It's got 544 to the wheels at 6,200, and I have the rev limiter set there. It could make a little more, but the rods kind of max for the rods, so keep the torque under 450. It's at 444, I believe, so I'm happy with it right there. You know, it's a 5-speed. It's got the 410 gears in it, so it moves pretty good for being a convertible. You know, tuned by Peders Performance Dyno in New Hampshire. So now with blue, we've made some changes. I think the last time I talked to you guys, I put the GT500 valance on, and so I was going to have my Full Master Outlaws converted to quad tips, but it just ended up not working out the way I wanted. So I bit the bullet. I grabbed some Corsa Sports black tip. These bad boys were $1,600 from AM. Ooh, it hurt. I didn't think they were worth it, but I really wanted the quad tips after putting the rear valance on, and I wanted something for my future build that will work with the future build, so I don't have to spend money twice. So I got the deck lid there. Put that bad boy on. I'm actually going to be installing a subwoofer, single 12-inch right here tomorrow. Rockford Fosgate P3. I actually have the same thing in red. Let's see if I get that at. I got the empty box in here. So I got a box for the coupe. I'm going to put that in there. Then I got a Rockford Fosgate mono amplifier right here. I'm going to use. It's a little different. Amazon actually sent me the wrong one, but I believe it will work, and it's actually a more expensive piece. I was originally going to go with what I have in red, which is this Rockford Fosgate XD1 500 XD1. It's been really good. I mean, this thing hammers. This is a P3 with a custom box for the convertible. So I'll do the same thing because I don't want to take up the whole trunk. And this trunk is actually smaller because of the convertible. You lose a lot right there. So Boo's got a little bit more room in, the seats fold down. So we're going to be working on hooking that up tomorrow. I got some Roush side splitters to finish up this rear end down here, to go with the CDC side splitters, the front bumper. But like I said, we've done a lot with that update, and I got 20% window tint all around. Had that done last week. I actually yesterday just had it professionally polished and detailed, so it's hard to see in the sun, but pretty good for the first time. I added some wheel spaces to the back 1 inch to offset it a little bit till I get some wheels and tires, because I like the way it looks on red. Red's got the staggered look in the back, and I just want to save some money before I drop them on the wheels, considering we're getting near winter. So, and I actually like the track pack wheels, so I ended up painting the calipers here and going with some Stop Tech rear rotors, and I got extreme pads. Seem pretty good so far. And then up in the front, I got another Stop Tech rotor, and then I painted the factory Brembos because I don't know why they did it brown, but I hit it up with that, and then extreme pads in the front here. I bought a brand new Brembo sticker, so we added that. Even got a new windshield. It wasn't broken, but it was all pitted, so that's a brand new windshield. Idiot that I am, I bought this lip off American Muscle MMD lip, and it looks awesome, but trying to get out the driveway quick. As you can see, there's a little hole right there with rocks in it. Unfortunately, those rocks weren't in there, and I was pulling this thing down and caught the lip on the front, broke it right off. So that's actually a new one. Idiot. So I yellowed out the fog lights, and then I plasti dipped the pony for now, because I just can't find a single black pony to replace that with anywhere. Or a grill, like the grill I have on red, I wish I could find for this. This is like a American Muscle one where you just get rid of the pony, and I love the close. Yellow is my thing for some reason. I love the yellow look, and I like how these are just as far apart. I know on eBay they have another one that's like really stupid. It's really close together, but I wish they had this grill for blue, because nothing against the pony, but I love the black look. I mean, if you can see, I try to do the same look with blue that I did with red. It's just as my thing. But I don't want the black wheels, because these son of a bitches are hard to clean. And I got caliper covers. I got that in the beginning when I got it, just because I was just like, I wanted some calipers to look nice. So these are the factory brakes. These are brake motive rotors. Been on there for 3 years. They work fine with the pads, but a lot of dust. Barely even driving it. So this whole brake setup, I'm gonna probably do what I did to blue over there. Same pads, same rotors. I'm gonna paint the calipers. I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade to a big brake kit. Eventually, I was thinking about doing it, and I was eventually thinking of getting a Bayer 2-piece rotors for both of the cars down the road. But I don't know. I'm always changing, like the weather. So now let's move back over to blue, what we've done. So inside I really haven't done much, but one major thing. Fellow YouTubers on there. I snatched a Steeda white ball shifter. Absolutely love it. No, for a shifter, most people make a big deal, but I actually love the way this shifter feels. I mean, this is solid. This shifter itself, I think, sucks. I know the MT82 isn't the greatest, but even just the shifts, I gotta see what I can do about that over the winter. But I did grab a big thing here. This is my prized possession, apparently. Because this radio sucks, and it still sucks, even with this radio. This sound sucks. But this is the Dynavan. I think it's like a 9-inch screen. I've seen Jacob R. Doty and Derek Barron on YouTube get it, so it made me check it out, because I just wanted something plug and play, and it works pretty good. It's not the fastest thing in the world. I think the UI could be a little faster, but that could be because I'm used to iPads and iPhones with the quicks. It's all quick. But it does good for what it is. Ended up getting a backup camera, which plugged right in from Amazon, Nikita camera for 40 bucks. Ended up putting that up in here, right here. Didn't even have to take the bumper off, really. I mean, I had to take the top off a little bit just to get in there to get the nut. But Jacob R. Doty had a video on this. Good idea. I was going to do that anyway, because I did the same thing on red. Except red has an old Pioneer deck. Red's got the Shaker 500, so I'm gonna get the Dynavan radio for this. It's actually a lot bigger. Sound system is good. It's got the Shaker 500. These bang, even without that subwoofer in the back. So that's why when I get in blue, it's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, it's funny how similar blue and red are. I mean, the damn door panel is a bass, the exact same thing that's in blue, same switch, same all that. So I think I'll show you in a minute what I did. I got the boost gauge up there. Other than that, I haven't really, I like having the leather or Mustang there. I put it on that. It's pretty much how I like it in here. But I'm gonna look up, update some carbon fiber look in here. We'll see that in a minute. Oh wait, I was showing you the camera. Losing my mind over here. Been a long work week. So yeah, so I have that same exact camera mounted right here. Now I had to mount it over here because the license plate light is here, but it works perfectly fine here. Fool that I am, I put the backup camera in blue, going to mow the lawn, and I back in blue up this way, and red's parked in the grass, and I bang right into the front of red. Oh, idiot. I put the camera on so I wouldn't hit anything, and not paying attention in a rush, kind of giving it some, and just not paying attention, just nailed red. But you can't see it. I really can't see it on blue either. Red, you definitely can't see it. So yeah, so those are Nikita cameras, 40 bucks, not bad. And then I started trying to update the interior a little bit. I bought some Dyna Performance carbon fiber overlay kit. I've just started putting a couple pieces in. I'm going to be replacing these with the chrome handles. I just want to add some different color to the damn thing. And then the Dynavan is for right here, all around here, and a piece in here, and then a piece down here. I haven't decided where I'm going to go. I don't know if this is going to have the same issue as the other S197s where the glue peels off. I'm guessing it will, but I don't think this is leather, but I like the way it is. I actually like this better than the little pony on them and some of the stupid designs. This is actually not bad, in my opinion. So I started putting that stuff on, and I put this on the Dynavan. This is Dynavan Performance, and I put this on to wake up the steering wheel. To me, I think it looks really good, in my opinion. Just freshens up the steering wheel. It's not so base, but I mean, the steering wheel in red is base. I mean, it's rubber here. There's no color or nothing. So this I believe this is leather. So you know, for a base car, at least it's got a good steering wheel. I actually really do like the look of the steering wheel. I'd love the flat bottom Alcantara maybe down the road, but I'd rather upgrade the seats with some leather in the back. And if I could ever find those Recaros, leather Recaros, or even cloth Recaros if I stay cloth, but those things are hard to find, and hard to find for a fair price. So let's pop the hood here. So I added one more thing. I don't know if I updated in the last video, but I added the Steeda Pro Flow cold air intake, 101 to 110 millimeter MAF. So that's pretty good. The car definitely with the Steeda tune feels pretty good, not gonna lie. Oh, and I'm on the fence right now. Maybe somebody give me some pointers. I've been reading videos and trying to search, but this is the factory Gen 1 intake manifold. And I've been looking at the Boss, the CJ Pony, I mean not the CJ Pony, the CJ intake. I'm just looking at it. I don't see myself going there. But the Gen 3 Coyote 18 manifold, everybody's saying I should maybe get, but I'm not really sure. I don't really rev the cars out that high, like, all the time. Like, you know, I don't see myself taking this to 7,500. I don't track. I'm just a regular guy driving around, open it up when I feel like it. I'm not sure if the 18 or any manifold other than this one is worth it, because I really don't want to lose a lot of low and mid-range just to gain, you know, 800 additional RPM and 20 horsepower way up there. So if anybody got any comments or any experience with, you know, swapping the manifold on basically a stock car, just an intake car, you know, stick shift, some dyno numbers, this and that with the tunes. You know, VMP did one, but they did it with an automatic. It had some modifications to it, you know, different injections. It wasn't close to stock comparison, because I'm wondering if even with a tune you get the same power out of this one that you get out of the Gen 3. You know, it just drops off at 6,700, say 6,800 versus 7,500. But if the curve is better up until then, it's not worth it for me. So I'm just gonna do my research. But like I said, anybody in the comments wants to leave me any info, advice, whatever. My plans down the road, which I don't know how far down the road is to put a supercharger on here. So I don't want to spend money for the CJ, knowing that I'm going to drop, you know, supercharger money on it probably next year, maybe the year after. Well, we really don't know, but eventually the plan was to put either a Whipple or a VMP on here down the road. I am on stock manifolds, and I just can't find any long tubes with a Cat H anywhere available. So if anybody got any links to that, I don't want the Cat X. I have it on red, and I've been battling the sound for forever. I just can't get it right. And, you know, resonators bolted in, cut out. It just rasps, a shitty rasp sound at certain RPMs on this kills me. Right now I kind of got it dialed in to the point where it's not, I don't hear any rasp, and I still hear my cam lope, because the problem is I can get rid of the rasp, but I lose the cam lope and I won't hear the cams anymore. So it's either I am extremely loud, even with Cats, this thing with Outlaws on it, in mid-muffler Outlaws, you could hear the chop awesome, but it was extremely loud. Anybody who wants to go straight pipe, the Cat sounds like shit if you have this setup. I don't care what you say. Straight pipe sounds like straight trash. The Cats really help keep it in check, and the resonators or any mid-muffler thing help quiet it down a little. And it's a loud car. This, on the other hand, with the Corsa Sports, it's noticeably quieter than the Outlaws. The Outlaws were definitely louder with more of a bassier tone, which I do like, but these have none of that drone that you don't want to hear when you're cruising around, in which I tend to cruise around a lot. So, I mean, the Corsas do sound good. I just wish they were louder. So I'm hoping down the road I keep the factory resonators in and grab some long tube headers, Cat H, and that'll bring me to where I want to be. I'm not going to cam this 5.0. 3-valve sounds the best in my opinion, in less work and all that good stuff. I just supercharger for this eventually. So the last thing I did, you're hard to see, is I put in a, well, you can't really see it, but I put in a Peders Sports Rider suspension kit. Struts come pre-mounted. You just bolt them right in. Rear springs and shocks. Boom. Go with the car pretty good. A lot of people, they say it only goes in about an inch, but I'm pretty sure when I measured it, this is a lot. This is like 1.5 inches possibly. And same with back here. I mean, you still got some gap, which is fine, but I mean, the same exact suspension kit is on red, and I put that in 8 months ago. And you look at how low it is in the front on red too. It's low. You can see the same kit in there. and it's kind of, it appears lower back here, but I'm wondering if that's just because it has 18s on it. And this thing, I mean, look at it, it can scrape. The freaking car scrapes. It actually does scrape. There's really no, there's like nothing really under there. Blue's a tad higher, but I don't want my car scraping. Especially when you can get those long tubes on there. So that's the other thing I did. And then other than that, the plan is to just, I don't know, get a new hood down the road. I'll keep messing with it. I'm planning to get those long tubes and possibly that intake manifold over the winter, and then head up to Performance Dyno in New Hampshire and get it tuned by Pete. Usually use 93, and then I add a little bit of boostane. I added boostane to this, and I was able to pick up 10 pound-feet of torque and 12 horsepower with a little more timing, so I get the boostane there. So that was, he tuned it for that. I mean, I could make more up in the boost and all that, but the engine's, this engine, you know, isn't forged. It's a stock 3 valve with 54,000 miles, and it's been a real good car. I gotta say, this car's been awesome. All the issues you have with the 3 valves and 05 to 09s, knock on wood, haven't had any. Everything I take apart in this comes off easy, goes back on right. This car's been a really great car. 100% stock when I got it. It's treated me right. I've beat on it here and there, but like just everything I do to it, it just works with me. Doesn't give you trouble. The only thing I didn't install in this myself is the long tubes in the gears. Gears, don't have the knowledge and didn't want to take a chance of that. And the long tubes, don't have the patience. I was tempted to try on the Coyote, but I'm just, without a lift, doing it right here in this garage on jack stands, I'm good. I did all supercharges, the cams, all that by myself, the drive shaft, all the suspension, all the brakes, you know, light, every modification you see on here I've done except for those two things. And I generally have a good time doing it. And the same thing is for this. I will do the supercharger install, I'll do everything but the long tubes. Gears are 373, and I think I'm going to stick with that with a twin screw car. 410s on that with a centrifugal. So, just wrap things up. I will update you guys down the road. And if you guys like this video and you have any info and any pointers, just drop them in the comments and let me know. Appreciate the time. Take it easy. Have a good weekend.